It's the Kellys.
Together in one video.
That's a little too.
Okay, turning it on.
So today we're going to focus on packing this guy right here in only a carry-on, which is highly, highly requested. We focus a lot on packing carry-on only just for me, a plus-size woman. I like to show you guys that people of my size can do it. And today we're going to show it for this beautiful, jolly, plus-sized man because he can do it too. And it's honestly a lot easier.
I prefer the term BBM, big beautiful man. People don't think we can do it, but I'm here with Lauren and she can prove it to you with several different bags.
It's true. Just wait until you see. It is so much easier to pack for men, and let me explain why. First of all, Brian only has about 1/10 of the wardrobe that I have. I have said a million times in the comments that a packing video for Brian wouldn't really be that exciting because we've already done one and it's still the same clothes that we did in that video. He just works with the capsule wardrobe all the time.
I did get a couple more things for Christmas.
So we can show a couple more wardrobe pieces today. They also have less choices. I mean, us as women, we have pants, leggings, skirts, shorts, dresses, all sorts of a variety of tops. They have jeans, joggers, shorts, and their minimal variety of tops. They also don't have to pack as many toiletries as us, and they don't exactly need the hair products or tools that we do.
What do you mean by that?
Brian literally just woke up like this today. I spent probably an hour getting ready for this video.
As long as I have some clothes, some socks, some underwear, and some comfortable shoes, I'm pretty good.
And then all he really has is deodorant and a toothbrush and a phone charger and maybe a Kindle. And then because he doesn't overpack and leaves a ton of room in his suitcase, that means if he's traveling with me, I get to utilize all of his space when I shop on my trip.
Which tells me I should maybe bring more stuff.
No, we don't bring more stuff. But we did also, before we shared a backpack in Europe for 2 weeks when it came to clothes and everything. And then we had another backpack full of electronics because we were vlogging. It really does work out really well. Instead of doing the Brian Capsule Wardrobe Fashion Show, sorry if some of you guys are looking forward to that, maybe in a different video, we are going to show you how we are going to pack this guy in different bags. A bigger carry-on, we're going to do a smaller carry-on, we're going to do a backpack, which is actually his preferred way to travel.
Most of the time I don't even use a personal item.
Yeah, honestly, if he's packing just in a backpack or something like that, he doesn't need a personal item and he really doesn't travel with a laptop. So first we're going to show you all of the clothes, but we do have a sponsor for this video. Whether you're a guy watching this video to learn how to pack for himself, or you're a woman watching this video and you're learning how to pack for your man, or if you're anyone else that stumbled upon this video, I have something super cool to show you just in time for Valentine's Day. And it would make a really cool gift, just saying. This is a premium leather handbag, handcrafted and made in Italy. And no, I didn't have to go to Italy to buy it. I got it online from Teddy Blake. This is the Ava crocodile bag in dark red. They have new collections every single month. And I got this one a couple months ago and it's still in incredible condition, obviously, because it's gonna last me a lifetime. Isn't it chic? Doesn't it look like it would be super expensive? It wasn't. You always get to enjoy luxury for less with Teddy Blake. Let me explain. Most designer handbags are created using the same type of leather, the same craftsmanship, and even in the same factories, but then they mark it up by up to $2,000 simply because of the label. So if you or that special woman in your life is eyeing that super expensive chic luxury handbag, you can get her one that's just as good or even better for a fraction of the cost. They're having an amazing sale right now for Valentine's Day where a lot of things are up to 70% off. You never hear 70% off. I honestly wish you could just come through the screen and just feel this and smell this. I mean, this bag is just probably one of the most precious things that I own. It's really, really classic. This is never going to go out of style, yet it's got a really modern sophistication. I think something like this is incredible to walk around with when most women these days are just sporting nylon belt bags. Getting a Teddy Blake bag is a luxury experience from the minute you get it in the mail and open your box. Inside, you have a dust bag with your beautiful new bag. Best mail day ever. And did I mention they have free shipping and free exchanges? Because maybe you got her this color and she'd rather have pink. So what are you waiting for? Take advantage of this incredible Teddy Blake sale and get yourself or your loved one the handbag of her dreams. I really hope Brian gets me one for Valentine's Day, because last year he got me candy and I'd much rather have a Teddy Blake bag, and I have my eye on an orange one. The link to my bag, as well as all of the other ones featured in the Teddy Blake sale, are linked in the description box down below. Thanks for watching. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so now I'm going to show you all of the clothes and accessories for Brian. And the reason that I am showing you this as opposed to Brian is that when we're going on an actual trip together, I'm the one that has planned everything. So I know what we're doing every single day. Based on what he wears every day and what he would wear for an event, I know what to really pack. He's in charge of picking out the bag he wants to use and washing his clothes. And if you're wondering what kind of trip I am packing for today, it's just basically not a tropical trip. Jeans, joggers, long sleeves and short sleeves. I'm gonna have a little jacket, so maybe something fall or a mild winter, and maybe even something in the spring. I'm not gonna show you bathing suit shorts. We have a video of that, which I will link right here and down below if you want to see how we would pack Brian for a tropical cruise. So first I have 5 of these kind of shiny material, like performance or golf polos, if you will. If you know Brian or you've seen him in any video, chances are he's been wearing something like this. These are his daily shirts. And they're really nice because Brian's kind of a sweaty guy. Because these aren't just some sort of cotton, it doesn't really show. And when we want to wash something on a trip, which we have done, these dry really quickly. So we love it. This baby blue one with some tiny little stripes. This kind of coral color one with some stripes. This light pink one with some stripes. This very loud, bright one that he just got for Christmas. Thanks, Mom. And then we have this darker one with some pink and blue stripes. I think he likes stripes. And they are all Callaway except for this one that is from Kohl's. A lot of different stores don't cater to his size, which is horrible. And then we have 2 long sleeves. This one is a little bit thinner, almost more like a t-shirt material, and this one is a little bit thicker. He's been wearing these a lot lately this winter. And then this has been kind of classic Brian lately too. He always has some sort of sweater, but that can really dress up a lot. We went out to a really nice dinner last night. He wore this, so he can wear it casual or he can wear it dressy. He would likely wear this on the plane with some joggers, just to be comfortable. Now, sometimes we would bring a button down, sometimes we wouldn't. It really just depends on what we are doing on the trip. I picked this one to show because we did bring it to Europe with us, and he wore it to go to the opera and to a couple of nice dinners. We also just have 1 pair of jeans. I don't want to call it one of our secrets, but it is a big reason why Brian can really do a capsule wardrobe. I do this too. If I'm going to bring a pair of jeans on a trip, I can wear that pair of jeans every single day. These are his jeans he wears all week long and then washes them over the weekend, and then next week wears them all week long, and it's just that cycle. We also included his Columbia rain jacket. What we really find is, unless we're doing something that is hardcore like a Michigan winter, he can wear this Columbia raincoat plus one of the long sleeves or sweaters and be very warm and waterproof. Then we don't have to bring a really big bulky coat, which also is kind of hard to find for his size. This Columbia rain jacket has been his go-to for quite a few years now. When it comes to underwear, of course, they are a little bit bigger than women's underwear. He's going to have these 6 pairs plus these 2 other ones I'm going to show you in a second, plus the ones that he's wearing while he travels. Now the reason I'm showing you these is that he either likes these little cotton ones or these kind of spandex ones. When it comes to socks, he does want one for every day of the week, plus the ones that he's wearing on the plane. He will just do these kind of shorter socks and then maybe a pair of dress socks too. When it comes to pajamas, he tends to just kind of go shirtless and wear a pair of shorts. And then when it comes to shoes, these are his vesties that he is going to wear, and because they are waterproof. We've gotten stuck in the rain on trips before, and then you have wet shoes, and that's not fun. So these are his new travel best friends, and depending on what the weather is like here, his daily shoe as well. Now again, depending on our activities, we might bring another pair of shoes that can be a little bit more dressy, but they are still Dr. Scholl's shoes, so they're really comfortable. Brian doesn't necessarily want to go, you know, walk around Prague all day in dress shoes. Other than that, this man is packing light because all he's gonna have is a Kindle because he reads nonstop, a phone charger. Doesn't even need a Kindle charger because this thing holds a charge forever. And then this is his toiletries, guys. Deodorant and a toothbrush. That's it. I'm so jealous. Gosh, Brian. All right, now it's time to pack. Should I make Brian do it or should I do it? We're gonna pack using this double-sided packing cube from Tripped Travel Gear. So I'm gonna put the jeans in first, and then I'm gonna kind of roll this shirt, these 2 shirts in here. This one doesn't open up like all the way to be able to show you. I wish it did to really be able to give you more of my technique. If you were looking at it from this way, I've got the jeans here, 1 shirt here, 2 shirts stacked here, and 2 shirts stacked here. And then we have the top portion, and I have 3 shirts left. The 1 long sleeve here, the other long sleeve here, the dress shirt, we're gonna put that right on top. Now I'm not too worried about wrinkles. This is very breathable. Most of the time we stay in hotels and they all have an ironing board if we needed it anyway. All of these clothes are pretty wrinkle proof except for maybe the dress shirt. So now we're gonna compress it down and we have all of his clothes. My favorite part. For underwear and socks, we are going to use this smaller one from Tripped Travel Gear. If I had Brian pack, he'd probably just like, but when I pack his underwear, I do fold it into thirds like this and then just roll it down so it becomes tight. And then that way I can just put them all in. And then his socks. The socks are always the one thing that I'm just like, oh my gosh, these are so annoying because I don't really travel with socks very often. The only thing we have left are the pajamas, which we will leave out and separate, especially just in case we're moving hotels a lot, and his jacket, because of course, grab it when you need it. You don't want to have to go into a packing cube. Okay, I packed you in this with your clothes and this with your socks and underwear.
That's about right.
And then just so you guys know, if he ever does wear the dress shirt, this is just kind of the undershirt he would wear. We're not gonna pack a plain white shirt because you'd really never wear one. So he will wear these joggers on the plane, this shirt, and that other sweater, hey, with the vesties. So which bag should we start with? The biggest one?
I was gonna say Carl Friedrik.
This is Brian's new favorite luggage. It's the biggest one we're gonna show you today. On this side, we are going to do the packing cubes. We've got this one here and this one here. Done. And on this side, so we're gonna put the shoes up here, pants, jacket. But now we have the pocket. We have your Kindle. You can put it in the little mesh pocket, your charger in here and in there, and then your toiletries. And we'll keep it out just in case you've got a really long flight and you wanna, you know, brush your teeth or do your deodorant.
And the cool thing about this bag too is that if I wanted to bring my computer, I could, or I could carry your computer.
All right, what's next? Monos Hybrid?
Monos Hybrid.
Let's do it. Now we will do the Monos Hybrid, which is one of the bags that you guys requested to use in addition to the Carl Friedrik. And the reason that this one is interesting is because it is a little bit smaller. Now this one I already know that the Tripped can't fit in here as well, and that I'm probably gonna have to do it kind of lengthwise instead, and then do something like the coat right here. Like I said, this bag is smaller. 1, 2.
You can really cinch that in.
Now, of course, alternatively, you could put all of your underwear and socks in here. Save that for my souvenirs. Your packing cube, your shoes, which we will put in that way, and your little pajama shorts. And then because you don't have a personal item pocket on this one, what are you going to do with this?
I would put it in my pocket, at least the cord.
There's a USB on the plane, and I always have my portable charger too. His deodorant and maybe your Kindle, put right here, or you'd put in my personal item. If you're a guy traveling alone, you can totally have a personal item, but women are almost always going to have a personal item, so, you know, we really kind of share stuff a lot.
We do.
Monohybrid. Done. All right, now we're going to move on to a backpack, which is usually Brian's preferred way of travel, and I think I really understand why. The inside where you're going to pack everything doesn't really need to be opened up, much like a carry-on, but then you have that same front pocket similar to the Carl Friedrik Pro carry-on to be able to put all the things that you'll need, and then you don't have to put a bunch of stuff in your pocket.
That's exactly why I like them.
It's kind of a suitcase and a personal item in one, and he doesn't really mind carrying it on his back. I do. I need a roller bag. Him, he's good. So we're gonna be packing in the Tortuga 40-liter backpack, and there is a review of this bag as well as a whole bunch of other things from Tortuga very, very soon. So you guys will get a little bit of a sneak peek right now. So, of course, this one opens like a carry-on. You know, that's the only way I will ever consider a backpack. And this one you haven't even seen yet. I was telling him at dinner last night how nice this is to wear because there's so many little like mechanisms on it to take the weight from your back and shoulders so that it's really not that heavy. I'm gonna make you try it on after.
Let's do it because I've already like what I see. So like another great thing about having a backpack for us guy travelers is you don't have to worry about the handles that you would have in a carry-on bag. I really like
where
that.
The handles kind of live.
I just want my stuff to go right in.
So then you have this mesh part here, and this is like, you know, like shockingly can fit a lot of stuff.
It's very flexible.
Shorts there. And honestly too, we would probably pack with a shoe bag. Not really doing that to be able to show you guys the shoes more often. Now the only thing that I'm not loving about this bag is that there's nothing really to hold this side in. I wish there were straps. It is an award-winning backpack, so I'm sure it's fine. But coming from somebody that packs every day, I wish it was there. So you have a little hidden one here, and then you have a little hidden one up here, which would be like for your passport or your phone.
Okay.
And then there's the big front pocket here. Feel that? It's like a fleece in there to protect some stuff. That's a perfect spot for a Kindle. The block and the charger right here. Deodorant we can throw in there too, or we could put it in one of the other many pockets. And then just like with the Carl Friedrik, if you wanted to bring your laptop or something else, you've got space for it right here.
That's really nice, and I really like the Carl Friedrik carry-on, but I might actually like this more depending on how everything rests on my body.
Well, and where we're going. Do you have to wait in long lines? We have pre-check, and when we're coming home, we have global entry, but like, for example, I was in the line to do customs in Oman for 3 hours, and I wouldn't have wanted a backpack on my shoulder or having to kick it to go through the line for 3 hours. Put it on. So this is where it can start to feel heavy, right? Like if you just had a normal backpack.
Yeah, it's like tipping off my back a little bit.
Guys, this Tortuga backpack is Brian approved. And then there's these little straps here that you pull it. This is where the magic is. You ready?
Ready.
But that takes a little bit of weight off.
Mm-hmm.
And then your sternum strap.
I'm obviously not the smallest individual. Hey.
It's very hard to find a sternum strap and a waist hip strap that'll actually work for him.
It works, and I feel very comfortable. Good job, Tortuga.
Cool. All right, guys, so there you have it. We packed Brian in a bigger carry-on, in a smaller carry-on, and in a backpack carry-on. I do want to talk real quick about the fact that maybe you guys are like, well, what about merino wool? Or what about this or this? You know, they make travel pants for men and they make merino wool shirts for men. Not in his size. You know how many companies we have tried to collaborate with? Hi, we want to send Brian some clothes. We go on the website and it'll only go to a 2X. There's not a lot of companies, especially for travel clothes, that cater to plus size men.
No.
It's not that hard. Do a 3X or a 3X tall. Companies have to do this, and we really try not to ever show things from companies that aren't size inclusive. Get better companies, because guys this size like to travel too. All right, guys, so please make sure you are subscribed to our channel. We travel often and pack well and want to help you do the same. And follow us on Instagram, because we do a lot more daily tips and tricks on there that we don't necessarily have the space for on YouTube. And then, you know, I know a lot of you guys out there can be a little bit more of a maximalist packer. I definitely have a few guy friends that pack a little bit too much. And I am trying to pull off some sort of travel packing intervention for those type of guys too. So comment down below and let me know if you pack like Brian or if you need some help. All of the links for everything we showed are down below in the description. Yeah. All right, we gotta go. We're gonna go eat some donuts now.
Which we should be doing after we just complain about clothing companies not having clothes that fit me.
Whatever, we're a plus size packing channel. You guys know that we eat donuts, okay? Okay, we gotta go, bye.
All right, bye.